Welcome back to Motor Madness, the channel where we dive deep into the world of classic machines and automotive legends. Today, we're taking a nostalgic ride back in time as we explore one of India's most iconic workhorses, the 1980 Tata Mercedes L312 truck. This beast of burden has not only served generations but also holds a special place in the hearts of transporters and enthusiasts across the country. Let's take a detailed look at its exterior, interior, performance, and pricing to understand why this truck became such a staple on Indian roads. At first glance, the Tata Mercedes L312 radiates rugged functionality. The exterior is utilitarian, designed with a singular purpose, to carry heavy loads over long distances. The front grille, with its unmistakable Mercedes-Benz influence, is simple yet distinctive. The large circular headlamps are positioned wide apart, giving it a bold stance. You'll notice the long, rectangular bonnet with prominent ridges that not only added to its strength but also made maintenance easier. Unlike modern trucks, this one doesn't come with a lot of chrome or styling flourishes. It wears its steel like a badge of honor, from the metal bumper to the old-school wheel arches. The ladder frame chassis, exposed in some parts, further emphasizes its industrial character. Moving around the side, you'll appreciate the tall ride height and solid steel wheels wrapped in thick, high-profile tires. This was a truck built to tackle rough terrains and poor roads, and it shows. The fuel tank is mounted on the side, often customized by owners to suit their operating needs. Many L312s still on the road today sport custom-painted cargo beds, reflecting the colorful truck art culture of India. The rear section, depending on the variant, could be fitted with a flatbed, a tipper, or a box body, a testament to its versatility. Now let's step inside. The cabin of the L312 is a study in Spartan design. Functionality takes precedence over comfort, but for the time, it offered more than what most trucks in its class did. The dashboard is metal, simple and painted in basic tones, often with minimal padding. The speedometer and fuel gauge are analog, and you'd be lucky to find a temperature gauge or an oil pressure indicator on the early models. There's a large, thin-rimmed steering wheel, positioned relatively flat compared to modern trucks, and the gear lever is long, rising up from the floor like a lever from a ship's engine room. Driver and passenger seats are usually simple bench-style units, with minimal cushioning. The seating position is upright, offering a commanding view of the road. There's little to no insulation, which means you feel every vibration and hear every mechanical note from the engine. Ventilation is provided by sliding windows and those iconic triangular quarter glasses that can be adjusted to direct air inside. There's no air conditioning, of course, and the heater, if present, is rudimentary at best. But for drivers of the era, the L312's cab was a dependable space that got the job done. Under the hood, the Tata Mercedes L312 was powered by a robust OM312 diesel engine, a 5.0-liter inline-six motor developed under license from Mercedes-Benz. Producing around 110 horsepower and a healthy amount of torque at low RPMs, this engine was built for durability rather than outright speed. It's not fast by any means, but what it lacks in performance, it makes up for in reliability. The engine is paired with a manual transmission, usually a 5-speed unit, designed to cope with the stress of heavy hauling. Gear shifts are not the smoothest, they require muscle and timing, but once mastered, they're part of the charm of driving this truck. Performance-wise, the L312 wasn't about top speed. It was about pulling power, long-haul dependability, and minimal downtime. The suspension setup includes semi-elliptical leaf springs on both axles, capable of handling heavy loads with relative ease. The braking system was mechanical or air-assisted in later models, which provided adequate stopping power for its era. On Indian highways, in the 1980s and 90s, it was common to see these trucks climbing steep ghats fully loaded, albeit at their own steady pace. Fuel efficiency hovered around 5 to 6 kilometers per liter, which might seem low today but was considered decent for a truck of its size and class. Maintenance was straightforward, thanks to its mechanical simplicity and the widespread availability of spare parts. This made it a favorite among transport companies and independent truckers alike. As for the price, back in 1980, the Tata Mercedes L312 was priced between 1 rupee and 50 paise to 2 lakh rupees, depending on configuration and customizations. Adjusted for inflation, that might not sound like much today, but it represented a significant investment at the time. However, its reliability and ability to generate consistent income made it worth every rupee. In the modern market, these trucks are rare finds. Restored or well-maintained examples can fetch anywhere from 3 rupees to 5 lakh rupees, especially among collectors or those looking to preserve a slice of India's transport heritage. To wrap it up, the Tata Mercedes L312 is more than just a truck. It's a legend that laid the foundation for India's commercial transport system. It represents an era when vehicles were built to last, when every bolt had a purpose, and when drivers had to be mechanics too. If you ever come across one of these giants, take a moment to appreciate its legacy, because in a world of computers and sensors, the L312 reminds us of a time when grit and steel ruled the road. That's it for today's deep dive on Motor Madness. If you enjoyed this journey into India's trucking past, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, keep the wheels turning and the madness alive.